Thank you for joining me for This Week with Wilson. This week on Capitol Hill brought debates on the House floor, committee hearings, floor speeches, and meaningful meetings with constituents in the office. I spoke on the House floor on Tuesday night in defense of the mixed oxide fuel fabrication facility at the Savannah River site in Aiken-Bormal community. I support this facility because it is the only way to uphold our nuclear non-proliferation agreement with the Russian Federation and is the only permanent way to dispose of weapons-grade plutonium. The actions of this administration to close the MOX facility with no other alternative would make South Carolina a permanent dumping ground for this dangerous nuclear waste. This is unacceptable, and I will continue to advocate for the facility in Congress. In the House Foreign Affairs Committee, we discussed how Saudi Arabia has made major progress in their counterterrorism efforts. They have contributed as a partner to the United States and other countries because of their transparency and information sharing in this fight against the growing threat of violent extremism. Another Foreign Affairs hearing discussion was oversight of the dangerous Iran nuclear deal. I was grateful to identify my concerns to Ambassador Mull about how the behavior of Iran has not changed because they continue to proclaim death to America, death to Israel, and I remain concerned that Iran is not complying with the terms of the dangerous deal, and I urge that they be held accountable for their dangerous actions. I also questioned Mr. Countryman from the State Department about the growing risk to American families faced by the ballistic test by Iran. I'm grateful to work with Chairman Ed Royce to continue to strive for the protection of American families. I was honored to speak on the House floor to recognize winners of the Smiling Faces, Beautiful Places Elementary School Essay Contest. I was humbled to receive 125 submissions from students across the 2nd District about their favorite moment in South Carolina history. Thank you to all the schools and students that participated. Special congratulations to Helen Miller of Brennan Elementary and Jack Hinchy of Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. It's inspiring to represent the many intelligent and talented young people of the 2nd District. I also spoke on the floor about the lack of accountability plaguing the IRS. Commissioner Jack Koskinen refused to testify before the House Judiciary Committee, and providing false statements only increases the concern of Congress and the American people have in the IRS. The IRS should be transparent and accountable to legitimate questions about the actions of their employees. I'm grateful to the House Judiciary Chairman Bob Goodlatte and House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform Chairman Jason Chaffetz for their standing up for the American taxpayers. I was grateful to meet with many constituents and advocacy groups this week in Washington. I spent time with the National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, Provident Business Financial Services, and the National Association of Music Merchants, Creating Jobs. It is always encouraging to hear updates from organizations around the 2nd District while I'm in Washington. It is also an honor to partner with these remarkable groups as we work to serve citizens of South Carolina. If you or your family are in Washington, I encourage you to come by the office anytime. I look forward to your visits. The staff will be happy to provide you a tour of the U.S. Capitol building. Just come on by. Thank you for joining me for This Week with Wilson. If you have any questions about issues before Congress or would like to contact the office, please visit www.joewilson.house.gov. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to serve you in Congress.